Aloha, my name is Enbo Wang and my group mate is Philip. Today we're gonna show you the function of the Excel and interpret the article from the Journal of Accountancy called In Excel, Cell Names, Spell Speed and Safety from the Journal of Accountancy, November 2003 by Philip L. Berwick. And our purpose of this video is instruction on how to change the name of the cells, either by name the group of the cells or the single cell of the name. And also we have the three functions of how to name the cells. The first one is use the name managers. And the second one we have a shortcut key is the control plus F3. The third one is we just name the box directly from the top table of the Excel. And we also compare the absolute value and the relative reference. Okay, I will show you the three ways we can name the cells in the Excel. So we're gonna name the cells as a cell. The first one we can just click the formula here and the name manager. So the name manager box will come up and we just create a new name. So we name this as cells and click OK and close it. We already have the cells. So another way is easiest way to let this box show is to press the Control F3. You see the same box come up. So it's pretty much the same way to do that. And the third method we used is to just name it directly. So we just name it cost of goods sold and change the name over here, cost of goods sold, and enter. So that's the three ways we use to name the box. Okay, for the next one we need to have the number for the gross margin. We all know the formula that gross margin is equal to the sale minus cost of goods sold, so we just go directly to put it sales, or we can just type in, like the sales will come up. Sales, you see over here the sales we just created is show up here, so double click with that and the minus cost of goods. So you see the second one we created here and enter. So this one is the gross margin and we need to rename this one. I just use the same simple ways. We use name it gross margin. Next one we gotta calculate the tax. So the tax we saw that it's a 40% of the gross margin, so we just equal gross. You see the gross margin we created is show up here and multiply by 40%. Enter. That's a tax, and we gotta rename this again with call it tax. Enter. And next one we gotta calculate the profit. We know the formula for profit is gross margin minus the tax, so it's after tax with equal the gross margin, double click and minus tax, this one right here, and enter. We rename this profit, so enter. So we done all of this. So another way we can just let the formula show up is to press the Control tilde. So the formula will show up. We just create it. So Control tilde again is go back. Okay, the second table I prepared is purpose of this is to group name of all the cells, and we just select all the data over here. I will go ahead and use another function is Control F3. So we just click the new one, create a new cells, and then we name is cells, and I click OK and close it. So you show the cell is all the name of the tables.
Hi, this is Philip, and now I'm going to show you how to use the relative and the absolute references. So let's begin by highlighting our months, and then we'll have to use a Control F3 to rename it. Click New, and then let's type months over here. Now here in refers to box, we're going to use a relative reference rather than being an absolute. To do that, we can click F4, or we can just basically delete the dollar symbol. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now this will tell us that whatever column we are or cell we are, it will automatically adjust to it. So I can show it to you by clicking this, okay, and then close that. And so first we have to go and get the sum of our sales, as what Embo did earlier. So it's as easy as that, sum sales. And now the one I'm telling you is we can use sum and sales, and then space, and then we have months. Okay, let's click that one. Now this tells you that within the sales box or sales range, whatever intersection it has with our months column, that will give you the sum, or those are the inputs or the numbers that we are going to calculate for the sum. And if you click enter, 1490 would be the total of all the numbers or values under the January. And after that, we can just drag the small box here to March. Now it automatically calculates, and if you can see, the months here is in February. That is the purpose of having a relative range. We can basically use that for our total per range. So let's do that. Control F3 again, and then new. Then we can name this range, and then for refers to, we can click the whole row. It changes to this range, and then we can actually use F4 to change it, or just basically delete the dollar symbol. Click OK, and now we have another range. Now to test it, we can do sum, sales, and range. You can actually interchange it. Range, sales, it will give you the same answer for as long as there's an intersection between the two. That's the sum that will be given to us. So double click the small box, and it will give you the total sales of different range. Now we're ready to calculate our year-to-date end. So let's try our Control F3 again and click new. Since we have a year-to-date here, we can use that. And for refers to, highlight it, but click the column B again. But instead of having two relative range or relative reference, we are going to use one absolute range, which is for the first cell, and for the following cells would be a relative range. So we can just delete the dollar sign, so it's absolute to relative range, and then click OK, and then after that click close, and now we're ready to try it. So we can use sum, we have year to date, again you can interchange it, year to date, and then sales. Okay, so the intersection of the two range will give us the same amount as that of the total per month in January. For the second month, we can again use it, sum, and then year to date, and then we have sales. As you can see, the year to date, it becomes bigger because the absolute range is from B2 to a relative range or relative reference, which is C5, and then parenthesis, click OK. You can actually drag this to get our number. So now you can see our March year to date is the same as our total per month or total per range sales. So this is our video. You have seen the difference between relative and absolute range, and you can actually use that in our different tables. This is Again, Philip and Enbo Wang, thank you.